Okay, guys, we will start. So I hope you might have taken the test. Even if not a big problem because that is of CSAT, and I hope all of you, will be able to qualify that paper. Guys, we just need 66 mark. So that is not 66%, 66 mark, right? So that's not a big deal. But what I'll do is in this session, everything anyway is given in the answer key. So after each CSAT session, I will discuss some important patterns. Okay. So as soon as you see those kinds of pattern in your paper, you should be in a position to pick it faster. So that is the main idea of the discussion that we will do after CSAT. Guys, that paper was so tough. I have seen even the math question was also so tough, and I don't think that they will ask you at that level. Okay, but still you have to prepare. Even with English also you will be able to solve, or that logical reasoning also will actually help you, even in case if you are facing any problem with respect to quantitative aptitude part. Okay, so what I'll do is, in case if you find some of these patterns, for example, let me give you a random shape. Okay, just what is this shape? There is no specific shape here. It can be like this also, and like this. And I'm drawing a circle which is touching all the four sides. Now, if you remember, last session also, I have discussed about a concept that there is a square, and then touching all the sides of the square, I'm drawing a circle. Then you know the ratio, that is 4 pi. But here, this one which I've given to you is not a square. Okay, now 6, 7, or let's say this is 6, this is 7, this is 4. They will ask you this. Okay, for example, I'll give you A, B, C, D. 3 sides are given. All the 3 sides are different. Fourth also looks totally different, right? So it's not a rectangle, it's not a square, it's a random shape. But the fact is, all these 4 sides, here it is touching. This is touching, this is touching, this is touching. That is the only thing that you know here. So looking into this, can you answer this question? This kind of questions, if you get, these are easy questions, and I don't want you to miss this. This kind of question they can ask you in CSAT. This is actually based on a very simple concept. Okay, the concept is like this. You have a circle, okay, and you have a point outside the circle. This is what you need to know. You have a point outside the circle, and if you extend this point like this, you can draw this. What is it called? This line is what called as tangent, right? See, a line and a circle you can place in different way. If let's suppose this is a center, you can draw touching the center. What is this called? This is the diameter. Or like this is a secant. Or like this is a tangent, right? So here what I've done is I've drawn the tangent, I've drawn another tangent here. Okay, and this tangents, 2 tangents, let's say tangent 1 and tangent 2, I have drawn from a common external point. Okay, now here what I want you to know is this length and this length will be equal. Okay, so just know this, and obviously if you know the center here, and from this tangent, suppose I'm drawing this, and from this tangent if I'm drawing this, obviously this will be equal. Can anyone tell me the reason why this will be equal? I don't want to tell that, because tangent means this is at the point on the circle, there is also point on the circle, there's a center, means these two are nothing but the radius only, right? These are radius, so no confusion that these two are equal. Everybody should be knowing that this one. So I'm not discussing about that. I'm discussing about this external point. From the external point that I've drawn a tangent, and the length of these 2 tangents. Forget about the length of the tangent, that can be so long. I'm talking about this length from this point to this external point, or from the external point to the circle. On the circle where it is touching, that length will be same. What does that mean? From a common tangent, if you're drawing from a common point, if you're drawing line to the circle, how many lines you can draw? You can only draw two, right? As a tangent. One is this and another is this. Now you cannot draw any more tangents from that line. If you draw, it will go like this. This is not a tangent. It can be a diameter, it can be a secant, or it cannot be a tangent, right? So only two tangent you can draw. So from where it is drawn and the point at which it is touching this length, and this here also will be same. So if you know this, then you can solve this question. But this is a very simple question. This concept, just remember. And now onwards, if you get this kind of question, immediately you should attempt it. My answer for this question is, you won't believe, 4 plus 6. That is the two sides, right? Equal to 7 plus that side which they're asking, BC. Now everybody can tell. 4 plus 6 is what? 10. So what is BC? 7 plus BC should be 10. So BC is actually 3, right? So answer for this question is 3. Now why I got, now I don't want you need to study the logic and remember the logic and everything, anything. Now onwards, if you're getting a question, any shape like this you seeing, and inside that, if you see the circle, but it has to touch the four sides, immediately what you need to do is, this side plus this side will be equal to this side plus this side. So what they're asking, this side is what they're asking. You know this side and this side. So 4 plus 3, 4 plus 6, you know, will be equal to 7 plus what is they asking. So your answer is direct, it is 3. Now, if you need to know the logic, guys, I don't want you to know the logic or study and understand everything. See this pattern, this is what your answer is. Any question, it doesn't matter whatever side they are giving, whether they are giving even, guys, you can blindly trust me, even simply they are giving 7 here and 3 here. It will never happen. This is a shorter side and this is a longer side. By giving 7, by giving 3 here, if this is 4 and if this is 6, it has to be 7. That is the idea. So the underlying concept is this, and if you need to know why this is working, it is like this only. Why it is working? Because the logic is this. So these are the type of questions which I don't want you to miss. The logic is this, guys. See, this is the external point A. So this length and this length will be same, correct? Similarly, this is one external point. This length and this length will be same. Okay, so let me mark it as X. This is also X. Guys, don't worry about X, Y, Z or whatever I'm writing. All these are not required. I just want you to just, take this pattern. Now onwards, you see this, jump on it. This is Y, this is Y. Similarly, this is a common point. So this will be same. So let me mark it as Z and Z, right? This is clear for all of you. That is what I've discussed. Now, what about this point? This is also same, right? This will also be same. So let me mark it as A. So now look into this. What we need to find out, we need this and this. So we are looking for A plus Z, right? This is what we are looking for. Now directly from here, seeing this itself, you can answer. Okay, so just try. This is exactly what you get. You can write down complete formulas, and that is exactly what you're going to get. Ultimately, what you get, you will get this side plus this side equal to this side and this side. So that is the very same logic that I'm using it here. We are taking it as one side, okay? But ultimately, we are actually finding this region separately and this region separately. Knowing that, this we know, right? What we know? A plus X we know. So what is that A plus? We know this A plus X. We know this Z plus Y, right? What we know? A plus X, that is 4. This is 4. Z plus Y, that is 6. This we know, which should be equal to, right? Because this side also we have another A, X, Z, Y, right? This A plus Z, this is what we need to find out, plus this X and this Y, right? What is left out is also the same, A plus Z plus X plus Y. Yes or no? Out of this, This we know. This x plus 5, this side is known, that is 7. What is left out? A plus z is left out. Guys, a, x, x, z, z, y, y. So we need to find this portion, this part. So what we get here, 4 plus 6 equal to the other one, 7 plus what? That is how I written as 3. So you don't want to go with all these, formula or anything. As soon as now onwards, this is a question. You get anything like this? Any circle touching as tangent? Here I'm giving you 2. Here I'm giving you 8. Here I'm giving you 6. Then if I'm asking you this one, your answer is 8 plus 2. That is 10. It should be 6 plus this. So your answer is going to be 4. Okay, that is one thing that you need to know. Now, secondly, if you get a circle and this is your diameter, okay, and keeping this as diameter, if you join any point here or this one, it has to be 90 degree. So the triangle that you're going to get by joining from here, this, it can be like this also. Okay, this also 90. It can be like this also, it will be 90. So this is something which you need to know. Why you need to know? Because if you know this is 90 degree, then if you know, they can give you questions, right? Either side they can give you. They can give you, let's say this is 20 and this is 15, and they will ask you this diameter. Okay, so if you can understand that this is a right angle triangle, you can use this formula half BH. And if you also know the area, guys, I'm not talking about the data or I'm not talking about the question, just a property. We will see the applications in different sessions and in different questions. Only thing that you need to know is this is going to be 90 degree. So if it is 90 degree, you may be able to use this Pythagoras theorem or half BH formulas of triangle, etc. Okay, so that is another one property which is important. Similarly, if there is a 2 point like this, D and E, okay, and I'm drawing something that means DE, this arc. From here, I am making a triangle like this. This is touching here. So here you got an angle, okay. Similarly, I can make like this also. So what is the commonality of this one? Whether the black one, this angle or this angle, it will be same. Why it will be same? Because both are drawn from the same arc. Okay, so this angle and this angle will be, this both will be same. So this is also something just keep in mind in case if you get anything that will be helpful for you. Now, one more property, same is the case, same arc I'm talking about, DE. Okay, now this is what we have just now discussed, this angle, and if I'm drawing anything from that, it will be same, but it has to touch here. Okay, without touching here, let's suppose this is center. What if this one? So if this is theta, this will be 2 theta. That means if this angle is A, this will be 2A. Okay, so as soon as you see these kinds of questions, you should be jumping on it and you should be getting the answer for these questions. Okay. Now you know there are two types of right angle triangles you can get. Generally, you used to get the triangle questions based on right angle triangles, because if you remember last session also, on the basis of directions, if they're asking the short direction, like you travel from here, this one to this, and then you went from this side, and then you have turned this. Okay, so let's say this is 4 kilometer, this is 5 kilometer, this is 3 kilometer. So if they're asking you what is the shortest distance, what you are looking for, you are not looking for the distance travel, 4 plus 5 plus 3, that is a distance travel. Shortest distance is this one. How to find the shortest distance? For that, what you need to do, you need to make a triangle like this, right? You will make a triangle like this, and then there's a right angle triangle. This is 4, this is 3, so this is going to be 7, and this is going to be 5. So now you can use 7 square plus 5 square if you take root of it, or 7 square plus 5 square will be this one square, x, that hypotenuse square, right? When you take root of it, you will get the answer. So that will be 8, right? There's 49 plus 25, not 8, that is 74. So between 8 and 9 you will get. We won't get perfect one here, because these numbers are not given based on the question, right? So we won't get a perfect number. Obviously, by looking into the options, you will get it. Okay, so this is how right angle triangle need to be used. You need to know that formula also. Based on that only will be getting question. But one thing which I can help you is the ratio. Let's suppose this is 45, 45. This is a two possible way in which they will ask you questions, guys. It should be either 45, 45 triangle, or it should be like 30, 60 triangle. So these are the two possible way in which they will ask you questions. So here, just need to know the ratio. This will be 1, this will be 1, this will be root 2. Means if this is 1 and this is 1, this has to be root 2. You know the ratio, you will be getting it. Okay. So now here it is opposite side of 60. 60 is the largest angle apart from 90. So opposite side will be root 3. This will be 1. Short side is 1. This will be 2. So 1 root 3 2, 1 1 root 2. Just remember this. Now imagine questions like this. Let's suppose this is 60, 30. So you don't know 30. Okay, they have given you some. This is a wall, and then this angle is made. What is that called? That one angle is made of 60 and it is sliding on the wall, right? So what is this distance they can ask you? What is this distance they can ask you? By giving any one distance, imagine they are just giving you this wall height is, let's say, 10 meter. Okay, so what you only know two facts, that this inclination is 60, or they may give you, forget about that inclination if you don't know. This ladder, this is the ladder, okay? Ladder which is kept at 60 degree, either they can give you from top 60 degree. If that is not given, they can simply give you from bottom, from the floor, it is kept at a 30 degree. What does that mean? Wall, it is 9, it will be definitely 90. Once it is given as 30, this has to be 60. There is no need to tell you separately, right? That has to be 60. Now, I don't want anything, guys, to know about this one and this one. If you imagine, if you are thinking of using Pythagoras theorem, you need two sides to get the three sides. But if you know this ratio, I don't want anything. I just need one side. As soon as I get this one side, I got the answer. But one side and one angle. There are methods in which you can get even without angle also, but there are a lot of probabilities that we need to check. As soon as you see this is 10, what is our, this is 60 30. So you look into this ratio. If this is 1, this has to be root 3. If this is 10, it has to be 10 root 3. So if they are asking you about this one, you got this. But I think they will ask you about the length of the ladder. If this is 10, what is the length of the ladder? It has to be 20. Why 20? If this is the inclination, it has to be 20. Okay. Or similarly, like this. This is 45. They have given you 45 as the inclination. So wall. So obviously this is 90. So this has to be 45. No doubt in that. Now let's suppose they are giving you this height is 10 meter. In this case, what will be the length of the ladder? Length of the ladder will be, here it is 10 root 2. Why? Because this is 1. It will be root 2. Okay. So what should be this distance if they're asking you? That will be 10. Why? Because this is 1. This has to be 1. So what you need to know here, if you know this ratio, automatically you got the answer. I hope this is clear for all of you. So this is something which is going to help you a lot. Just remember this ratio. Sometimes you just need only one side and an angle to get this. And I may not be able to give you as much as questions at this point of time, but the one question which I've given to you will be enough for you to understand, right? Now, in fact, I'll give you a very interesting, I don't remember exact question. This was like this. There is a wall, okay, and this ladder. Here they're asking about speed question. Forget about the length or anything. So this is 60 degree. So obviously this will be 30. So as soon as you know one is 60, 30, what is our ratio? Our ratio is 1 root 3, 2, right? No, opposite. I should draw like this. Because this is the largest angle, so this should be Correct? Okay. So it has to be like this, right? Opposite of 60, root 3. Opposite of 31. So this is the shortest side, 1 root 3. Okay. So the question was something like this. This side, this is 30. This is 60. So question was something like this. You are climbing this ladder. Ladder inclination is 60. Nothing is given. Guys, look into this. People may go for data insufficient, but this inclination is given 60. Ladder is there. You're climbing at a speed of 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second. You're climbing the ladder at 2 meter per second. The question was how fast you are approaching the wall. This is the wall. This is how you're moving through the ladder. How fast you're approaching the wall means at what speed you're approaching the wall is like this, right? This one. So we don't want to know whether it is a speed or anything. Guys, if this is ultimately distance, right? Distance and speed anyway directly proportional. So if we know this is 2, take it as a side, take it as a distance. If that is 2, what will be this? This will be 1. So your answer without seeing anything, 1 meter per second. That is the level in which you can apply this concept. But I don't want you to go at that deep level. As soon as you see something like this is something which you should never miss. If this is 60 and this is 30, opposite of 30, if it is 1, opposite of 30, it will be root 3, and this will be 2. It's like this 1.74, root 3 is 1.74, and 2. Okay. Similarly, if this is 45, this is 45, it is 45, 45 right angle triangle, 1, 1, root 2. Guys, why this is 1, 1, root 2? You see this. This is hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse? Root of base square plus this is height square, right? 1 square. What is this? Root of 1 plus 1. This is nothing but root 2, right? So that is what you have written here. But once we made it as a ratio, and once you know this is a 45, 45 triangle, and trust me, in exam, you will never get a combination like this. This is 25 and this is 65 and this is 90. This kind of triangle you will never get. Why? Even in CAT exam also, forget about this exam, even in CAT exam also, nobody is expecting you to remember sine 25, cos 25, cos 65, sine 65, tan 65, etc. You basically need to know 30, 60, 90, these values. Okay, that is the reason why you'll get practical questions can come with respect to these two right angle triangles only. All the right angle triangle question that you get based on angles will be this. One more. Suppose you get area based questions. Okay, suppose this is a right angle. This is a right angle triangle. So this is the height. They will be asking you height by giving you this is 20 and this is 15. Okay, so they're asking you the height, the line that I have drawn, by giving you these two sides. As soon as I've told you this is a right angle triangle, now you don't know the angle here, okay? But don't take it as 45, 45. It has to be given. Okay, so otherwise right angle triangle, it can be hypothetical triangle also. So they will be asking you height. So how can you find this height? This height you can find if you know the area. What is area? Half BH for a right angle triangle. What is base? This you can take as base. This you can take as height. One way. Okay. Otherwise, some of you consider this as base and this as height. They're asking you about that. But if you consider from right angle triangle point of view, half BH is like half into 20 into 15. That is the area. Okay. Now take the other way. Take this as the base. Let's say this is ABC. Take AC as the base. Then I can get another formula also, half into AC, right? Suppose AC is also given, let's say 25. This is also given, I'm sorry. Into height. That is what we are looking for, right? Now AC is given as 25. So can you find the height now easily? Correct? This anyway will be gone. Then 20 into 25 divided by 25, 20 into 15 divided by 25, that's your answer. What is that? 12. How I'm able to find it? I am equating the area. What is the area? Half BH. How can I do that? When I know these two sides, I know the area of the triangle. Similarly, when I know this side, that can be the base now. Height is what they're asking. So I can apply the same half BH this way, half BH this way. Guys, you know how they can make the same, very same question in a much more complicated way. Let's make two circles. Okay, and this is a center, this is a center, and then from center what you can do is this point you can join here, you can join here. So what is this one is a bigger circle and the other is a smaller circle. Okay, but this is nothing but the radius, right? This is the radius of this. So they will give you radius of circle 1 is, let's say, 20, and radius of circle 2 is, let's say, 15. Rather than telling you this side are 20 and 15. So you can understand that this is 20 and this is 15. And this distance also they will give you, what is that? 25. Okay. And they will ask you, what is this length? Now, if I ask you this length, this is what actually this one, right? Or I can extend it till this and I can ask you the entire length. So then it looks a very perfect, very difficult question. It is nothing but the double of this one which we have found out. But how will you understand this? This will be a right angle triangle that we know. So half BH, we can find the area like this. Then we know this one, 25. And then you take this one side, this one portion, this one as height, and then get this 12 and then take double of it. You don't want to go at that level, but what my point is, just remember half BH in case of area based questions if you are getting from triangles, okay, right angle triangles.